The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you are all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for the 23rd of October 2012. If you've just joined me, it's 25 minutes past 11 here in Ireland. I do apologise for the late start, but I kind of am feeling a little bit poorly at the moment, and I'm not too sure if any of my other fans out there are feeling the same, but I presume there's another bug going. Fingers crossed it's not, but at the moment my tummy is kind of sore, so fingers crossed I'll be able to get through the show. And if this is your very first time tuning into the show and maybe you would like to get a psychic reading on air, well, don't forget that the psychic readings are free and you can dial the number now. So if you have your pen and your piece of paper ready, get ready to write down the numbers. All you need to do is dial the number. It's a local landline here in Ireland, and the number to call is 01 443 43 57. That's 01 443 43 57. If you're outside of Ireland, just dial 00353 443 43 57. And once you hear the line ringing, it will say, please hold while we try to connect you. And currently I'm unavailable because obviously I'm on the radio. And then it'll say, please leave your message after the tone. After that tone, all you need to do is leave your name, your location, followed by your question as well. And I will answer as many of those voicemails as I can on the show tonight. So the cue to call is now. So the number once again is 01 443 43 57. And if you've missed that telephone line number, don't forget you can ask your question also on my main website, which is irishpsychic.net, and there is also the tab there, which is the radio tab. You can ask your question there if you don't want to kind of, dial the number. But again, you have a better chance of getting your reading if you actually dial that number, like I've mentioned. Okay, so it's straight over to the reading. So if you've commented on Facebook with a question, hopefully I will be answering your question before the end of the show. So the first person that I'd like to read for, I'm just going through the questions here now. And thank you very much as well for all the questions coming in. The first person I'd like to read for is Michelle Moran. Would love a message, please. Well, okay, Michelle, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull 3 cards just to see what they have to say. I've just been told to stop. And at the moment, what they're showing here, Michelle, is it's like if you're feeling kind of stagnant at the moment with regards to your own life, and you're kind of feeling that things aren't kind of progressing or things aren't kind of moving forward. This can happen for a lot of different reasons, and sometimes when we feel like this, we need to look at why we're feeling like this. And again, like I've mentioned, we have the Black Magician card here, and we also have the Hanged Man. Sometimes it's just like that. We want a complete change in life, and we want to kind of just get up and go, and not have any worries at all in life. And again, you're never going to find that. No matter where you go, no matter how far you move, you're always going to have some difficulties. You're always going to have some issues that have been bothering you in the past are going to kind of follow you as well. Now, there is kind of good news in terms of this, because we do have the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups does show that there is movement on the cards for you. So if you were thinking of moving, the answer is yes. Now, again, if you would like a further in-depth reading on that, Michelle, simply log on to irishpsychic.net and do avail of my very special Halloween special reading, which is only for this week and next week, and that will be ending. So once you log on to irishpsychic.net, click on the Halloween special, and you will see there a very special reading awaits you all. Okay, so continue on sending in your questions. I'm here until about 12:30 here in Ireland, so it is quite late, but I'm sure there is still plenty of people up who have just put the children to bed, and maybe you just want to make yourself a cup of tea and a cup of coffee, listen to the show, and then obviously get a reading as well. The telephone line is open now, so I will be taking the next voicemail. So the number to call is 01 443 43 57. If you've missed that number, just log on to irishpsychic.net.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
2, 3, do you think about me? 4, 5, 6, let me ask you this. 1, 2, 3, do you think about me? 4, 5, 6, let me ask you this. 1, 2, 3, do you think about me? 4, 5, 6, do you even see? 1, 2, 3, I'm right there. 1, 2, 3, do you think about me? 1, 2, 3, do you think about me? 1, 2, 3, do you think about me?
I wake in the morning beside you, feeling the sun on my face, and the sights and the sounds that surround me, and the touch of your beautiful embrace. Then I open my eyes, I can't find you, and nothing is quite as it seems. 'Cause in the back of my mind, I know that you ain't mine, and the truth is it's all just a dream. And I will love you all of my days, saying the words that you help me to sing. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars in so many ways. And I'm being right now, every night, and every day. Every day's hard without you. Every night is a break from the day. The dreams of your love and your voice from above. Ain't no wonder why I'm feeling this way. If I could, I would kneel down beside you and ask you to be mine today. I tell you that you're everything, all I could want. And these are the words I would say. And I will love you all of my days. I'm saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars in so many ways. I'm being right now, every night, and every day. All the secrets I wanted to tell you, all the words that you wanted to hear, all the times I wanted to hold you and whisper my dreams in your ear. So I call you and ask you to meet me. I tell you that I'm not afraid. And you're here by my side, in my arms and your mouth. And these are the words that I say. And I will love you all of my days. I'm saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars in so many ways. And I'm being right now, every night. And I will love you all of my days. I'm saying the words that you help me to say. You're the sun of my life, and your eyes are the rays. You're the moon and the stars in so many ways. And I'm being right now. I'm being right now. I'm being right now. Every night, and every day.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 23:38 and I'm still waiting for my first voicemail. So if you have not dialed that number yet and you have not waited on the line, because it will say, please hold while we try to connect you I will not be answering the phone, even though it will be ringing here. It will just go straight to voicemail then. So please just continue to wait when it tries to put you through to me. So once you dial that number, it's 01443 43 57. It'll say, hi, welcome to Irish Psychic. Please hold while we try to connect you. Then you continue to wait. And obviously I'm not going to pick up the phone, and then it'll say I'm unavailable because I'm in studio at the moment. And then you simply leave your name, location, followed by your question as well, and I will play as many of those voicemails as possible. So obviously if I have no voicemails, I can't actually play any voicemails, but obviously if you all call now, and then I will try and get through as many of those voicemails as possible within the time frame that I have. So if you've missed that number, simply log on to irishpsychic.net, and there you will be able to see the number at the top right hand corner. I'm also taking questions via Facebook as well, and also I'm taking the questions via my main page, which is irishpsychic.net. Okay, so it's straight over to the readings. So the next person that I would like to read for, I'm actually going to go over to irishpsychic.net. So if you've asked a question there, hopefully I will answer your question. So I'm just refreshing the page now, and there is loads of people after sending in their question. We have Simon from Wales. Should I move to Australia? Well, I would love to say yes, but we'll see what the cards say, Simon. I know personally myself, with the weather, I'm actually freezing here in Ireland. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I'm sure there's benefits in Australia, and then there's obviously negatives as well. You're away from your family, but we'll just see what comes up anyway. And there's actually cards flying out here. I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, well, it's quite interesting here, Simon, because I kind of feel that you're single at the moment. And the reason why I say that is the question that you've asked was, should I move to Australia? And you have the Horseman of Cups here. And you also have the Six of Coins in the reverse position. And you also have the Queen of Cups in the reverse position, which represents yourself. What they're indicating here is, I feel that if you are single, which I think you are, with the Horseman of Cups here, if you move to Australia, it is going to be very positive for you in terms of the love life as well. And that's something that you need to take into consideration as well. Now, what they are indicating here, Simon, I'm not too sure if you've gone through the whole, financial side of things, but we do the Six of Coins here, and they're kind of saying that, life is going to be completely different. It's not going to be the way things are at the moment for yourself, in Wales, that you're able to go out every weekend and, enjoy yourself, because don't forget, when you go to Australia, it's a completely different lifestyle. Obviously, it's more expensive as well, so you need to kind of, weigh up the facts there as well. I'm sure you probably have someone out there who will be able to, recommend certain places to you, and I'm sure they'll be able to give you the lowdown of, the highs and the lows of Australia. And again, that's what they're indicating here. Just kind of, look into things and make sure that everything that you're, wanting is actually going to be there when you do move, because it'd be pointless you moving and then, things taking a downward spiral, and it's not something that you kind of imagined. So I do hope, Simon, that has answered your question, and thank you very much for sending in your question for the Irish Psychic Show as well. If you have not left feedback yet for a reading that you may have had on the Irish Psychic Show, please do so. Simply click on irishpsychic.net, click on the feedback tab there, and there you can leave your feedback for your question that you may have got answered on the show tonight. Okay, so it's straight back over to the readings. So I'm just refreshing. I'm actually going to answer a question from Facebook now. And this is a cue, because I am going to pick the next person that calls the studio and leaves their voicemail. So a 5 call, well, then it's going to be, the look of the draw. But if you all call now, you will all have a chance of getting that reading on the show tonight. So dial the number like I've mentioned. It's a simple number. It's a landline number. It's not going to cost you a fortune. It's just a normal landline number. It's not a subscription number, and it's not a premium rate number as well, because some people think that it may be a premium rate number. It's not. It's just a landline number. The number to call is 01443 43 57. That's 01443 43 57. It's quite an easy one, but if you have not dialed that number before, again, all the details can be found on my Facebook page. You will see the telephone number there. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for, just going through the questions here. It's from Annette Collins. Can I get a general reading or a PPF if possible, please? And you're from Mayo. No problem at all, Annette. Well, I'll just do a PPF, because again, a general reading will take quite some time. And a general reading with me lasts 25 minutes. And speaking of general readings, and speaking of the private readings that I do as well, once you book before 4 p.m. every single day, you will have it within the 24 hours, and usually you'll have it before 2 a.m. that night. So obviously I'm booked up for tonight. I have 3 readings to do before 2 a.m. tonight, so fingers crossed I'll be able to get through those. From 6 p.m. I read, so that's why I have certain time slots. Once you book a reading with me and you pay for your reading, you'll be redirected to the question page, and then there you can ask whatever question it is that's bothering you. And again, it's more private as well, because maybe you don't want your reading broadcast on air. And even if that is the case, well, don't forget you can just use a random name. You don't actually have to use your real name. Just once I have a name that I can actually speak with and I can connect with, well, that's all that I need. But it is better off if I do address you by your name. So again, if you would like that private reading, make sure you log on to my website. There is a very special Halloween special at the moment, so log on to irishpsychic.net and then click on the Halloween special, and once it's booked, like I mentioned, before 4 p.m. you will have it, usually by that night, and if not, it will be the following day. Okay, so Annette is just looking for a PPF. Just looking at the cards now, Annette. Right, well, it's quite interesting here, Annette, because the cards that are after coming up are, we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse position, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse position, and we also have the 3 of Swords in the reverse position. Now, the 3 of Swords is quite the significant card, because sometimes when we've had kind of a bad relationship, or we've had, something from a past event, a past relationship that has been kind of bad, it can have a negative impact on, the future boyfriends that we meet, and that's something that you need to take into consideration here, and you need to kind of be aware of that. The things that have happened in the past are in the past, and if you can leave them in the past as well. And sometimes this particular card can come up as well if an ex is around, or maybe you've been thinking of getting back with an ex. If that is the case, because this particular card came up in the reverse position, I would actually say no to that. And the way I look at it is, if you want to go back with, your ex, you're more than welcome to, but again, you just have to remember what I've said as well, because they are kind of quite adamant here that things are not going to be as rosy as you would like them to be. Again, with the 9 of Cups there, again, that just signifies here in relation to the romantic side of things that, again, it may not be, the best situation at the moment. Again, there is plenty of more people out there who would be, dying to take you out on a date, and it's just a matter of you just being not fussy, but it's just a matter of you going, right, this is who I want to be with, this is the person that I'm going to go on a date with, and then I feel that everything is going to, take flight there as well. Now, they are indicating here over the next 5 to 6 weeks, there will be a communication with someone, and it is going to be a new particular person. I'm picking up that it's going to be like a water sign, like Scorpio, etc., and this person will be quite strong as well. So I'm not too sure if this person plays sport or goes to the gym, but this person will be quite sporty and quite athletic as well. So it is some person to look out for. Again, like I've mentioned, over the next 5 to 6 weeks, this person, and they're actually just after mentioning the D name. I'm not going to say the full actual name, but they're just giving me the initial D, so just watch out for that as well. So thank you very much for sending in your question as well to the show. And if you've just joined me and you're listening into the show now, tell your friends, tell your family to listen into the show as well. It's very straightforward. All they need to do is just go to irishpsychic.net and click on the radio tab. Again, if you're from a mobile user, it's not going to work, so I don't recommend you trying to find it through the mobile website, unless you have the actual mobile app. You'll know what I'm talking about with regards to that. But if you don't have the mobile app, don't worry, just log on, like I've mentioned, to irishpsychic.net and then click on the radio tab. Time for another break. Continue on sending in the calls. The next person, like I've mentioned, that leaves that voicemail will be getting that free psychic reading with myself on air on this show. I'm not taking you on air, don't worry, but all you need to do after the tone, once you dial the number, is just leave your name, location, followed by your question. So just say, hi, my name is John, I'm from Dublin, and my question is, and then obviously your question. It is that simple. And the number once again is 01443 43 57. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
life? Where's my beautiful home? Where's the life? Where's the life I've known? Oh, I'm a big man now with big problems. Had to sell my house, take all my things down to Florida. Off to Florida. It's where all the nuts roll off. Yeah, they take the cop shows in Florida. My old man calls me up somewhere in Florida. He said, son, things aren't so sunny down here. Oh, they took my car and all my things. I even sold your mom's old ring here in Florida. Here in Florida. It's where all the nuts roll off. Yeah, they got the crack course in Florida. The only snow goes up your nose in Florida. It ain't so sunny here in Florida. Florida, you suck. Can't make no money here in Florida. Florida just sucks. You know, so damn broken Florida. Smoking generic smokes in Florida. Yeah, can't afford coke in Florida. Yeah, oh, the episode of Cops taped down in Florida. And Ted Bundy set up shop down in Florida. They got those terrorist flight schools in Florida. You know, your child kidnapping fools, they live in Florida. Ponce de Leon look for youth down in Florida. They make that orange juice down in Florida. Florida, you suck. Florida just sucks. Florida, you suck. Florida just sucks.
I'm here to have a party cause it's Friday night. I got my best shirt on, I'm feeling so high. And music is the drug, it makes me feel alive.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're all very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Now, it is Halloween weekend. Well, it's coming up to Halloween weekend, should I say. But I would love to see your pictures. And I don't really want scary pictures. So make sure you don't send them too scary. Because I'm one of those people that if I see something that's quite scary, even though I'm a psychic and I am a medium, I will have nightmares. Like anyone. But make sure it's not, too... creepy crawly, because I'm not really a fan of spiders or anything like that. So make sure you're not, dressed up and holding tarantulas or snakes or anything like that. They kind of, frighten me. But if you're just a normal person, like a witch, and you're wearing just, a ghost mask or something like that, something simple, I would love to see your picture. And I will put up some of those pictures on my fan page as well. And to send your picture, it's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is just, once you're a fan of my page, on Facebook, just simply click the send message tab there. It's on my page and you can attach a picture as well. And even you can start now if you want. If you've already got your costume for Halloween, maybe you're going to a fancy dress this weekend, well, make sure you do send in those pictures to me, and I'll put up all those pictures of the Halloween weekend from all the fans, because it would be lovely to see, especially from all over the world, because there's different variants, with regards who dresses up more and things like that. We're getting better here in Ireland. We are getting better with regards to the costumes and the masks, which is thankfully, because I'm not too sure if many people remember. This is kind of telling my age. Well, I'm not that old. I'm only 31. But when I was younger and I was going on Halloween, we never had the choice. We never actually, would be able to go into town and say, listen, Mum or Dad, I want to be a goblin, or I want to be a witch, or I want to be a ghost or something like that. It was always just a plastic bag. And to think back now is just unbelievable, because those were the days, and I have to say, those were the days, back in the day when, you're going around trick-or-treating, and it was a black sack, and you cut a hole at the top of the black sack. I'm sure people remember this. Well, I hope I'm not the only one. And you cut the hole at the top of the black sack. Your mum would help you, and you'd put it on, and sometimes you'd make a mess because it would be too big, and then it would be hanging down your shoulders. But when you did get it right, you were really proud of yourself because you cut the hole correctly for your head. Then you'd have to cut the hole for your arms, and you'd actually put a plastic bag over your head, and your arms would stick out. Now this is the best bit. So you're still nothing with just a plastic bag. You had to actually decorate it. So out comes, the pieces of paper and the Pritt stick and the glitter and, the paint. And you would draw things that I can't even remember to this day. I think I used to cut out stars out of, pieces of paper, try and colour them in, with my best effort. And then you'd stick them onto the black sack. And that was it. That was Halloween for me. It was just every single year I was always dressed up in a black sack. It was quite hilarious. I'm sure many people, not just myself, remember that, and I'm sure you were one of those people that got dressed up in a black sack. If you did, I'm actually going to put it up on my Facebook status in the next ad break, but I have to say that was the time, and I seriously would love to see some children this year going around in a black sack the old-fashioned way, because if I did, I would go, wow, that brings back the memories, well done. It would just be fantastic. Now when, they come, you're actually very scared. And sometimes I don't even answer the door because you don't even know who it is. And last year was actually very kind of frightening because, well, not really frightening, but, when kids call to the door, you open the door and everything is fine and they go trick or treat and you give them their sweets or whatever. And, the last caller, say, happened at 8 p.m. And then there was a knock at 9 p.m. and there was no one here except just myself. And I was thinking, oh my God, who's that? It's not going to be a child, is it? And I opened the door and to my big surprise, there was about a guy aged 20, 21. He looked like a builder. Maybe he was a builder, I'm not too sure. And he had, black soot on his face, like what you get from a chimney. And he just said, trick or treat. And my heart just sank, because I didn't have the chain lock on the door. I didn't have anything on the door. I just actually opened the door, presuming it was a child. So that is first, that is a warning to all the people out there. Make sure that if you do have a safety catch on, the door, that when you do open it, that the chain is obviously there intact. And obviously if it's children, you're fine. But when this guy of, 20, 21, 22 says trick or treat, you're kind of thinking, right, this is a bit odd. But I just said, well, all I have is jellies. Is that okay? I felt like an idiot. That's what we say in Ireland. An idiot means an idiot. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So there I went to the sweet bowl, got the sweets, and handed it to them, or handed it to him, should I say, and he was delighted, and off he went. And it was kind of frightening, because you never know what you're going to expect, in relation to Halloween. You don't know who's calling around. So like I've mentioned, make sure you do have the safety catch on your door, or make sure you do have someone there with you. And you don't have to answer the door as well, but obviously if it's children, and you can look out through the spy hole or through the glass, next to the door, but then obviously open it, because that is the tradition for Halloween. It's trick or treat. And sometimes when you say, can I have a treat or a trick, they kind of look at you, like if you have 4 heads. And I remember when I was younger anyway, that we had to do something. We had to, tell a joke or a poem or something like that. And I never did a trick, though, I don't think. I can't remember. I always used to tell them, no, go for the other one. But it was quite funny anyway. But I will put that up on my status update in the next ad break, because I would be, interested to find out who else remembers the black sack, as it was known. Okay, so speaking of Halloween, don't forget, I will be doing a very special edition for Halloween as well of the Irish Psychic Show, and there'll be loads of different things on, and I'll have different guests on as well, so do tune in for that as well. And also next week as well is a very, very, very special week for the Irish Psychic Show. Now, I'm not going to tell you what day. The show goes out live Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and depending on the time, hopefully it's going to be 11 p.m. One day next week. But I will be joined by a very special guest who will be doing past life regressions. Now, I'm sure many people have heard of this, and I'm sure you would love to find out what you have done in a past life. If you are one of those people and you would like that, it is completely free of charge. All you need to do is just tune into the Irish Psychic Show Monday, Wednesday and Friday of next week. And one of those days, I will have a past life regressionist on my show, and it is really seriously going to be fantastic. And I'm hopefully anyway going to get my own past life regression as well. I'd be quite interested to find out what happened back then as well. It's quite interesting, so it will be an interesting topic. So make sure, if you would like one of those free readings, that you tune in to the show next week. Okay, so I'm going straight over to my main page, and when I say my main page, I'm talking about my website, and that's irishpsychic.net. I'm just refreshing the page, and there's loads of questions coming in, so thank you very much. Hello there to Julianne Kelly, Patricia, Karina, Trisha as well, Bernie, Karen. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for is Karina. Okay, Karina, I'm not too sure if you've... Well, I presume you're in Ireland with that name, but you haven't actually mentioned where you're from, but I'm going to say it's Ireland anyway. Can I have a PPF, please? Love your show, and if there's any messages from loved ones. Well, again, those messages from loved ones, that is a mediumship reading there, Karina. And if you would like one of those, again, purchase one of those readings via my website, and that goes for any of the listeners or any of the fans of the Irish Psychic Show. If you would like a mediumship reading, once you've purchased one of the main readings, which is the 15-card reading or the 12-month reading, I can connect with Spirit there, and they will pass through messages to me. So Karina is just looking for a PPF, which stands for a past, present and future reading. So I'm just shuffling the cards, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and lay out the cards for your reading. Don't forget the telephone lines are open, and the lines have been hopping, which is good, and I will be taking my first voicemail very, very soon. So if you haven't left a voicemail for the show and you haven't even got a reading yet, well, maybe leave a voicemail, because you have a better chance of getting that reading on air with myself. The number to call is 01 443 43 57. That's 01 443 43 57. I'm just looking at the cards now. Ooh, very interesting cards come up here, Karina, because the cards that are after coming up are, we have the King of Cups in the upright position, we have the King of Coins in the upright position, we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse position, and we also have the 7 of Swords in the upright position. It's like if there is 2 men around you at the moment, Karina. I'm not too sure if you've wanted a love reading or anything like that, but when the King of Cups comes up and the King of Coins, you can be kind of sure that there is 2 men around you that maybe you're not even aware of yet that fancy you. So again, I would love your feedback on this, Karina, but they are quite adamant that there is 2 males around you that have the hots for you, and that can only be a good thing as well. But when these particular cards come up, especially with the 10 of Swords there in the reverse position and the 7 of Swords, it's like if you're not too sure and you're kind of thinking, no, I'm not going to, kind of meet any of them, or I'm not going to, I don't really want a relationship, or I don't want anything to happen with either of them. Well, if that's the case, well, that's okay. But when the 7 of Swords comes up, they're kind of saying here that it is something that you may have wanted. You may be looking for, new love. And sometimes when we look for new love and then when it happens, we kind of get scared. And you need to ask yourself, well, do I want, a new relationship? Do I want new love, etc.? So you need to ask yourself that question there, Karina. We also have the 7 of Cups here. If you have been thinking of moving, the answer is no to that. Again, the 7 of Cups is very specific in terms of the movement card, and they're quite adamant that the answer is no to that. So I do hope, Karina, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Well, I'm afraid there's only 8 minutes left of the show, so if you have not got a reading yet, make sure you send in your question. You never know, I may answer your question on the show. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Just when I thought everything was going so right, so why pick this time to pick a fight? I sit there and listen to what you have to say. Tell me you're leaving and you're going away, away. And now you're going away. You're not here to stay. You're going away. You said you love me and that you're supposed to care. So why do you leave now, knowing how I'll feel? You said you love me, you said that you care. What am I to do now? You're not here.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is just gone 13 minutes past 12 here in Ireland. That's midnight. And if you've joined me for the very first time now, you are very welcome to the show. The show goes out live Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And I'm hoping that the new time slot of 11 p.m. is much better for all the people who are kind of late owls like myself. Okay, so I'm going straight to the questions again. And there's only 6 minutes left now of the show. So if you have not got a reading with me on the show tonight, well, your best option is to purchase a reading. A reading with myself costs €3, which is £2, which is $4. And there is different, readings available to you. There is an aura reading as well, which is fantastic. What it does is it picks up all the different things that are around you at the moment with regards to the colours that surround you as well. Now, with that particular reading, it also includes a free healing crystal as well. And if you would like to purchase that healing crystal is sent within a day. So you should have it depending on where you live. If you're in Ireland, you should have it within a day. If you're in the UK, within 2 days. And then obviously if you're in the USA or further afield, it should be 4 to 5 working days. So that is the aura reading. But I do have a special Halloween special reading, and that is just for this week and for next week. And if you have not yet availed of that, please do so. Once you book it before 4 p.m. each day, you should have that reading with you by 2 a.m. that night. So I do have a lot of readings to do. I have another 3 to do once I go off air, and that's private readings. And if you are listening to the show now and you're wondering, where is my private reading? Again, it's going to be with you before 2 a.m. tonight. So don't worry, don't panic. You would have got that email back letting you know the time there as well. Okay, so the next person that I would like to read for, I'm just going through the questions now. And there is loads of questions that have come into the show, so thank you very much. And speaking of voicemails as well, just to let you know, I will be answering those on the next show, which is Friday. I was supposed to do one tomorrow, but because, it's going to be Friday. I was supposed to be on air on Monday, but I am having difficulties with regards to the computer system here. There's kind of an upgrade going on, and I'm actually on my old system at the moment. That's why if you notice a sound difference or anything like that, that's why I'm actually on the old system. But the next show, like I've mentioned, is going to be on Friday. All going well, it should be Friday anyway, unless I'm called to do something. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for, and by the way, with regards to voicemails, my thing has gone dead. The computer has gone dead that I take the voicemails from. So if you have left a voicemail for me, don't worry. I will be answering those on Friday's show. So if you've left me a voicemail and you're thinking, oh, is he going to answer a voicemail? I was supposed to. That was the whole plan, but it's actually after going dead. Little did I know the battery was, dying, because I was actually listening to the music, enjoying my own show, which is quite rare to enjoy your own show, but I do. And it went dead, and that's why, obviously, I can't do the voicemails. So I will be doing those on Friday. So if you have left me a voicemail, don't worry, I will hopefully be answering your question on Friday night's show. Okay, don't forget as well, I need feedback. If you haven't left your feedback, it's very important. I think it's fair as well, once you have had a reading with me, to leave feedback. And sometimes as well, you may be a regular listener to the show and you may be wondering, well, why aren't I getting another reading? Well, again, you have to give other people a chance as well who may not have had any reading with myself. And that's why I don't, always read for the regulars. But I do really appreciate that you listen into the show. I would be lost without you. And it's great that you tell your friends and your family as well about the show. But I do apologise if I don't get to read for you. That is the regular listeners of the show. Okay, so the next person, I think this could be the last reading. It probably is, because I'm just coming up to the end of the show. So the last person, I'm afraid, that I'm going to read for, I'm just going through the questions here now. And I'm actually going to take a question from the Spreaker chat room. And there is a question in here from Bernie Davidson. Hi, I'm new to this, so don't know if I'm doing it right. Well, you are, Bernie. Would love to hear something. I have a dream I'm hoping to achieve next year. Would like to know if it will happen. Okay, no problem at all, Bernie, and thank you very much for joining me. You haven't mentioned where you're from, so I would be quite interested to find out where you're from. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And hello there to Yvonne Woods as well. I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter in hospital. Like myself and all the fans and all the listeners of the show, we will say a prayer, and fingers crossed your daughter gets better as well. But thankfully she is in the hospital, and that is the best place when she is sick, I'm sure the doctors and nurses are looking after her. I know myself personally, when I was in hospital when I was younger, I was in and out of hospital, and the doctors and nurses and even the patients themselves and the children that I was, with, they really do make your stay, I'm going to say enjoyable, but I don't want to say enjoyable, but they do make it a kind of pass, and it is something that, I'm sure your daughter is going to be okay as well. So, okay, they just told me to stop, so I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, and this is for Bernie Davidson, and you're more than welcome, Yvonne, and thank you very much as well for listening into the show. So the cards that have come up here, Bernie, we have the Magician card in the reverse position, we have the Moon card in the reverse position, we have the Awakening card in the reverse position, we have the Hierophant card in the reverse position, we have the Youth of Cups in the reverse position, which represents yourself, and we also have the Chariot. They're kind of saying continue on fighting here, Bernie, but I don't feel it's going to be next year that this dream is going to happen. Sometimes when we have a particular dream and we want something to happen so bad and it doesn't happen, it can be heartbreaking. In this case, not everything is set yet, or you don't have everything to hand, if that makes sense. It's like if you're missing something, they're kind of showing me a jigsaw now, and the jigsaw is kind of scattered and not everything is in place for this dream to actually happen. Maybe it could be, the financial side of things. It could be, should you move or things like that. Whatever this dream that it is that you have, they're indicating here with the Magician card that not everything is in place for you to actually have this dream. So it's just a matter of working hard, continuing on doing what you're doing, and allowing you to see the path that you want to go down, and then when it's meant to be, it will happen. It's just a matter of when is the question. So if you would like a further in-depth reading on that, Bernie, a full psychic reading with myself is €15, and if you would like just to purchase a private reading, which is the mini psychic reading, that is €3, and the details can be found on irishpsychic.net. Can I just take this opportunity to say thank you very much for joining me on this show tonight. If you've missed the show, don't worry, you can catch the show again. Once I go off air now, simply click play and the show will play back as live, like if you're just joined me for the very first time as well. And maybe you've missed your reading, maybe you had to go to the toilet, maybe you had to look after the children, or you had to go to sleep, maybe because you were tired. Well, then obviously you can listen back to that show tomorrow or any time between now and Friday. Once again, thank you so much. Take care. From myself, Irish Psychic. Night night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. With the blink of an eye, I can see my whole life mapped in front of me. There's no way to deny, and there's no way I can hide. The things that you do to me would make you think there's a destiny. Look at us now, you and me. I hope tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world, another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. And I don't know what will come tomorrow, and I don't know if we face defeat, but here and now, with you around, life feels quite complete. When I look at our lives, I can feel a happiness wash over me. Remember the day that we met, not knowing what to expect, and all the days spent away, seeing the world in a different way. The bottles of wine and the time to enjoy what's on the other one's mind. It comes again, another day to see the wonders of this world, another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I can feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And I love you now, right up until the final heartbeat, till the end of our time.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.